£60,000 for the year is what me and 8 other leaseholders have been quoted for our service charges. And now I'm fighting back. So this was an unexpected bill that came last Friday. And as a lot of you will know, I've got a leasehold in Gillingham. It's a 2-bed flat. And in the building, there's 8 other flats as well. And this block of flats has no lift and there's not much communal area as well. So for me, each leaseholder paying just under £2,000 for the year, it isn't justified. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the problem. I'm going to also speak about the potential solution here as well. And if you're also a leaseholder, this might be something that could actually help you save a lot of money in the long run. Before I begin, I do have a lot of free tools which you can find in the description, like my deal analysis sheet and my free how to find your first investment property starter guide. So feel free to download this. And if you do want any one-to-one mentoring, you can also find this in the description below. The problem has now arisen where myself and the 8 other leaseholders have been hit with this highest service charge bill. And it's actually a 50% increase on the last service charge. A lot of times as leaseholders, we don't question it. We don't question the service charges, we just pay it. However, there are under certain legal rights, you can actually question the service charges and the reasons behind why they're actually looking to increase it. So yesterday, I actually sent the freehold management company an email citing section 21, which is the landlords and tenants law, where now they have to justify why they're looking to increase service charges and what was actually spent in the previous year. I can then follow this up with section 22, where I can then request invoices, receipts, and they have to do this by law. The fact that my service charges is increased to potentially nearly £2,000 per flat isn't on, especially where there's actually leaseholders that live in the flats and they've actually mentioned to me that they've not actually seen much works being done. There's still things that are broken. There's people still able to have access to the private car parks that don't actually live in the compound. So there are multiple issues that have not been fixed. So for me, it's actually understanding what's actually been spent, and that will then enable me to understand what's actually been going on. Bearing in mind, there's no lift, minimal communal area. So for me, I can't understand why they're quoting £60,000 just to maintain this building. Now let's talk about the solution. So, right to manage. So right to manage is a process where you can actually take control over the building and the management of the building. And the way to do this is 50% or more of the leaseholders actually have to agree. If they agree, by law, they can get rid of the freehold management company and actually set up their own company and actually take care of the repairs, maintenance of the building. As I mentioned, there's 8 other leaseholders in my building, so there's 9 of us all together. Currently, I have 4 on board. So once I have 5 on board, we'll be able to actually create an RTM company that will enable us to remove the current freehold management company and for us to then take it over and actually have full control of where our money is being spent. So this will give us control over cleaning, repairs, insurance, and ultimately, because it's our money that we're spending, we're going to be a lot more mindful of it. So if you're a leaseholder and you're suffering from bad freehold management or you're experiencing very high service charges, this is an option for you. If 50% of the leaseholders in that building agree, and that 50% includes yourself, to actually manage the building, then you can actually do this. And this can save you a lot of money in the long run. It can save you thousands and thousands and thousands. I know an individual that actually did this and worked with other leaseholders to take control of the management of the building, and they saved so much money. So many leaseholders actually don't know this. And you don't even have to buy the freehold. You don't have to put money into actually buying any part of the freehold. All it takes is just an agreement between you and fellow leaseholders to actually take control over the management of that building. If you are a fellow leaseholder and you've experienced any of this, feel free to drop a comment below speaking about the issues that you've experienced. So if you're a leaseholder, hopefully this video has helped you understand that you do actually have more control than you think. And with the right to manage process, you can actually take control back over the management of your building. I've also spoke about why I wouldn't buy a leaseholder again. So if you are interested in actually understanding my reasons for never purchasing a leasehold again, feel free to check out my video here, which talks about the 5 reasons why I wouldn't. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, and if you found value from this video or any other video on this channel, then do subscribe as well. And until next time, happy investing.